Hello everyone, welcome to AhdurinTCG. I'm your host, Ahdurin himself, and this is a video describing the rules of what I think will be a very entertaining series on this channel, happening every Wednesday, starting next week, I guess technically, of the Build and Battle Ultimate Challenge. Name still kind of patent pending. The idea about this is pretty straightforward. It is an excuse for me to try to improve my deck building skills because I'm at it. I'd say on best case scenario on a scale of 1 to 10 on deck building, I give myself like a 5.5. I'm good enough to understand what a deck does, and I kind of see correlations with things, but I want to improve myself, and this, I feel, is both an entertaining way of making videos and also improving those skills as well. So what is the Build and Battle Ultimate Challenge? As you see, some gameplay that is very unrelated to the actual challenge itself. This series is basically going to be me using the Build and Battle format, but building decks for competitive play, kind of online competitive play, obviously. So the structure of it is pretty straightforward. Every week, I'll be spinning a wheel of existing Build and Battle sets. For simplicity's sake, we'll start off mainly with the Mega Evolution and Phantasmal Flames. Those 8 combined Build and Battle decks will appear on our wheel. We'll spin it every week, pick a deck, and proceed from there. As time goes on, we'll add new ones to the wheel. We might go back. I know Build and Battle decks are kind of different in previous iterations. Now they kind of stick to these 40 card decks that are pretty standardized. In the past, they would like combine 2 different elements. You'd have the water fire deck, for example. I'm thinking of Destined Rivals and other items like that. For the sake of this, though, we'll stick with these 8. Any future ones that come out, maybe we'll go back if the series goes pretty well. So every week, we start off the week by spinning a wheel and finding out what deck I'll be running. So, for example, the first thing that pops into my head is you'll be running the grass deck from Mega Evolution. We spin that wheel, land on that, and that immediately starts a timer. I have roughly about how much time you would actually have in a Build and Battle event, which I think it's somewhat debated. I know I've been in different Build and Battle events that have done different times. For the sake of this, and plus because it's a nice round number, I'm going to say I have half an hour. I have half an hour to go into Pokemon TCG Live and build a Build and Battle deck of 60 cards based around the deck that I end up rolling for. Here's the thing. Unlike in an actual Build and Battle event, where, for one thing, it's a 40-card, 4-prize deck, but also, in those, you open 4 packs that you can use to try to boost up your deck. I can't do that. What I will be doing instead, and as part of the deck building side of things, is trying to basically construct the 4 most optimal packs ever. So I have to follow the same rules of packs of having 4 commons, 3 uncommons, 3 foils, one of which can be a rare or higher. I think that's the standard format of a TCG pack. But using that format and having 4 packs available, I basically get to handpick what cards fit into what slots and build a deck using all of the cards that I have at my disposal. The only thing I can add outside of the pack are energies. So, for example, if I'm running that grass deck, I don't need to specifically note to add a grass energy inside the packs. Those are going to be provided for me basically for free. And in fact, I might just extend that to all sorts of energies in general. It kind of depends on how it is. That's still kind of up in the air. But everything else, the commons, the uncommons, the Pokemon, the items, all that sort of stuff, I get to hand pick them. In a way, helping me build the optimal pack for this deck. Now, obviously, that's going to build a deck. It's going to be 60 cards, so I have to make sure I pick things properly, and with a half-hour time limit, I kind of have to go off of whatever I can think of in that set to build what I think will be a competent deck. So, you can see here, I'm using a matchup against the AI. That's where I'll be able to do my testing in that first half an hour, just kind of ramming my hodgepodge creation into the AI system, seeing if I can get good hands and everything. After that half an hour time limit is up, then we go into the battle section. Now, decks are going to be competing in casual and competitive matches on TCG Live. For every match that I win, I get 1 point. If it's a casual match, I get 2 points if it's a competitive match, and we try to see how many I can do in 5 matches. I'll get 3 casuals, 2 competitives, a way of kind of leaning competitive benefits, if that makes any sense. Basically, long story short, you know the casual and competitive modes that you can go on. We compete on each of those. Again, 3 casual matches, 2 competitive matches, and we'll try to do a comparison, see if I can get better, see if any of these decks are better than other ones, and try to build strategies around the core part of this deck. The fun thing about this is that even if I build these 4 packs to be the most optimal thing possible, I still kind of have to use the system or the built-in strategy of the original deck of the wheel. It's not going to be able to turn into a completely different deck. It's not as if I can take the Mega Evolution Meganium focused deck of the grass build and battle one and twist it into some sort of like low punny strategy. I know those are different sets, but still. You still have to stick to the structure of the actual set and the actual wheel, which will make things hopefully entertaining. So that'll be every video every week on the Wednesday series slot here, spinning a wheel, half an hour, building it, constructing optimal packs, and building out a deck that I think can get some wins. I hope this sounds entertaining to you. I'm very excited for this series to begin again next week on Wednesday. Will be the first one, and we will zoom forward with that. The good thing is I have 8 weeks of content available, starting of course next week because of the 8 different build and battle sets, and then at that point the series either end season 1 with a pat on the back, or maybe something will come out and build and battle sets for Perfect Union might come out, or we might go back in time, you know, whatever the time frame is, because I am already forgetting the dates of different sets there. But I hope this is entertaining to you. It's a great way of building out that sort of competitive edge. I say, maybe, who knows. I think it'll be fun all the same to use weird decks that I don't think many people will be using, and seeing how good or how not good they are. So that is the overall rules. If you want further clarifications on any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'm happy to answer them. What I'll do is in future videos, I might give a shortened version of this and kind of link to this video in the cards or something, so we don't have to go through the rules every single time a video starts. And that is about it. Yeah, as you can tell, I don't script these things, so all of this is coming off the top of the head, which is why if you have any questions, I might have forgotten something, please leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll happily answer them as best as I can. Or maybe give me ideas. I'd be happy to listen to your ideas, and if they're better than mine, I will absolutely give you credit for it, and if they're not as good as mine, that's unlikely, because this is something I both planned and also am probably going to change. Who knows? It'll be fun. Thank you everyone for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. I will see you next week for the first episode of the Build and Battle Ultimate Challenge, or see you later this week for another video. Thanks everyone. Until next time, take care.